Assalamu alaikum, hello and welcome back to day 9. Day 9 of the trip was the most challenging, the most dangerous and the most scenic day so far. We started at the Eagle's Nest, rode down the mountain to get back onto the Karakorum highway, rode back on ourselves to get to a turning point on the Karakorum highway to get to a village called Minapin, where we continued to ride along past another village called Miacher and then ascended a mountain to get to the peak of that mountain, which is called KHO. The peak of that mountain is called KHO, but on Google Maps it is shown as the Miacher cricket ground. This is where we came face to face with the mighty Rakaposhi mountain. After KHO we then headed back down the mountain through the villages again and back onto the Karakorum highway, where we headed straight to the Attabad lake. If you are enjoying the videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's 5:45 in the morning, we're just waiting for the sun to rise. It's absolutely amazing. You can see Diran peak there, Rakaposhi there. You've got about so many different other peaks here. And then just back here, you'll see Ladyfinger and Hunza peak. The quietness here, together with the faint sound of the Hunza river, is the most surreal experience ever. These are the mountains and glacier you can see from here. I can clearly make out the Lulusar, Hunza Peak, Ladyfinger, Rakaposhi, Diran Peak and Golden Peak. They were not letting us fly the drone here without a permit, but Ahmed Ali managed to persuade the security guard to let us do a quick flight. I've got a Samsung 22 Ultra phone, and without any stand, this camera's zooming capabilities is excellent. This was the view of the moon from Eagle's Nest. That is the Ladyfinger Peak with the Hunza Peak next to it. That is the Rakaposhi mountain, and right next to it is the Diran Peak. We are on our way back down to the hotel so that we can pack our bags and hit the road to get to the Rakaposhi viewpoint on KHO. We've left the hotel and are heading back down the mountain to get onto the Karakorum highway. I believe this is probably one of the best views in the world when riding on a motorbike. As is always the case when riding on the roads in Pakistan, you have to watch out for animals on the road. That mountain straight ahead of us is the mighty Rakaposhi mountain. The weather on the mountain was still clear, and we were hoping that once we get to KHO near the Miacher cricket ground it should still be clear, as you can never tell with mountains because there can just be a sudden change in weather. We stopped at a cafe on the Karakorum highway in the main Hunza bazaar for some breakfast. It was the usual egg, paratha and tea. There was a small local shop on the Karakorum highway selling some locally sourced dried fruits. We bought some from him for the trip. You can start to see the clouds building up on the mountain. This is the turning point off the Karakorum highway where we will take the side road and ride through the small villages of Minapeen and Miacher until we get to the viewpoint at about 3,000 metres at KHO, where we will come face to face with the Rakaposhi mountain. I did start getting used to riding on these mountain roads and built up some experience, but even still, it is scary as hell riding on these roads. We are high up on the mountain, I would say about 2,000 meters high, and you have kids playing on the mountain. It is lovely seeing kids enjoying their surroundings and nature and not being lost looking down on their phones or playing on the computer, being oblivious to the world around them. We have reached the Miacher village, which sits at an elevation of 2,500 meters. We needed some bottled water for drinking, but unfortunately they do not sell any. So if you are coming here, make sure you get some snacks and water from any town at the bottom of the mountain. This is getting steep and dangerous now. We are high up now. I don't know if you can make it out, but right in the far distance at the bottom you can see the River Hunza and the Karakorum highway. This road is not for the faint-hearted. One small mistake and it is a very long way down the side of the mountain. It is probably a good 1,000 meters or so down. The motorbike was struggling to make it up and I was using the clutch to try to get it going. If the clutch had gone here, I would truly be stuck. The problem I had was that I did not want to give the motorbike full acceleration, as I will end up going too fast, but then if I did not give it full acceleration, it struggled to go any further. It was a lose-lose situation. If I gave it full acceleration, it might end up being too fast and I'd go over the edge, and if I don't give it full acceleration, it will not go at all. A guy had come up on this mountain on his motorbike with slick road tyres. His bike is stuck there. I decided to walk up the next 2 sections on the mountain, as I was finding it difficult and dangerous riding up. Ahmed Ali would be riding my bike up. I'm not lying when I say this, but this is a very, very hard road. Is that coming up now? So started off from that road there. We are here. It's miles up. That's all Hunza, where we stayed overnight. Then we came back to come up this track, but trust me, it's hard. Huh? This road is just too dangerous to walk up, ride up. So Zeeby's going to ride my bike. Hard walking up. What is making this walk up the mountain harder is the full motorbike gear I have on. Then we've got to come back down this. Subhanallah. Where's mine? Mine is already up there. Shit. Even Ahmed Ali was struggling taking my bike up the mountain. The views from up here are spectacular. We are so high up that everything at the bottom looks so small.
So we have arrived to co-view point, alhamdulillah. Waid Mamu, yeah? Waid Mamu is gonna see the Rakaposhi for the first time. Allahu Akbar. but
Risky boat also.
yeah, both risky sir.
The previous video was my nephew recording me coming up. I thought I'd reenact this scene again so you could also experience what I experienced. That is the mighty Rakaposhi mountain. It is 7,788 meters. It is the 26th highest mountain in the world and is part of the Karakorum mountain range. Usman, our captain, finally made it up the mountain. Although this place is difficult to get to, the views do make it worthwhile. I have seen a video of another YouTuber with a BMW GS350 also struggling up this mountain, installing his bike on the exact same spot I had got Ahmed Ali to ride my bike. I would say that the whole road up the mountain is difficult, and I would not recommend it to a less experienced rider. It is a difficult and dangerous ride up. It does look like the clouds beat us to it, as the peak of the mountain is hidden behind the clouds. We finally made it to the top. This place is called KHO and is in the Nanga Valley, and it is the place where you literally come face to face with the mighty mountain. This is the only peak in the world which ascends directly without any interruption for almost 6,000 meters from its base to the summit, and the view up here, no matter where you look, is stunning. I am not sure if that is the Diran mountain glacier, as the Diran peak is immediately next to the Rakaposhi on the left. I did read on someone's vlog that the Diran peak crevasses are about 30 meters deep. Ahmed Ali is doing the call for prayer as it is the afternoon prayer time, and we did not want to miss the prayer time in case it took us longer getting down. It was too windy to do the drone, but I thought I'd give it a go and let Ahmed Ali fly the drone. We are at the other end of the mountain now, and the views of the valley here are lovely. We were there earlier. It It was starting to get windy and the clouds were starting to come in, and so we decided to start heading back down, as the last thing we would want is for the road down to get wet and slippery. We are going back down the mountain now. I was dreading it. One mistake and I will be taking the quickest way down. There are big stones that I have to manoeuvre around. On the way back down on the steep part that I had walked up, I had lost control of the bike. I did not video record it, but it was the scariest moment of my life. I was going down the section of the road where earlier I had gotten off the bike to let Ahmed Ali ride up it. The bike started to skid down the mountain. I had both the front and back brakes locked on and there was no stopping the bike skidding down. A walker was coming up the mountain and was telling me to slow down, but I was yelling at him that both brakes are locked on and there is nothing more I can do to slow down. I thought that was it, and that I had to jump off the bike and wish that neither I nor the bike went over the edge. Luckily though, there was a big stone and a small ditch in the road where the wheel got trapped, and that stopped the bike from skidding down anymore. After that I just avoided using the brakes too much and relied heavily on the engine braking. We made it back to Minipin village, which meant that we were getting a lot closer to getting back on the Karakorum highway. Thank God we made it back to the Karakorum highway. I was so glad to see it and be on it. We are now heading straight to the Attabad lake and we'll go via the Hunza main bazaar. Riding on this road again felt like heaven. It was really smooth, and because of the mountain road we just rode on, it felt safe to ride on as well. We are crossing over the Hunza river again. We are back in Hunza town and we're looking for a mosque to pray our sunset prayer. You can see the mosque minaret from the road, but we had to find which alley or road off the highway will take us there. That is the mosque there with green gates, but we did not realise it and rode straight past it. We were asking the locals where the mosque was. It was a lovely mosque with a really nice courtyard. By the time we prayed our sunset prayer and had a quick snack, it was dark and we rode all the way in the dark to a hotel near the Attabad lake, which was about 15 miles away. This is one of the Attabad tunnels they constructed through the mountains after the landslide in 2010, which created the Attabad lake and flooded the village of Attabad and the original part of the Karakorum highway. We finally made it to a roadside hotel near the Attabad lake. I was absolutely shattered. That is the end of day 9. Watch day 10 where I rode all the way to the China border, which is the highest border crossing in the world.
Pakistan, China border. That's China over there. This is Pakistan. Again, it took a bit of a while getting up here. It's really cold. But you can see how nice it is up here. It's really nice actually.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe.